May 23rd of 2017. That's, like what, 9 months before Natalie got her brains blown out? 9 months before Natalie got her brains blown out. I went public because people wouldn't leave me the fuck alone. Also, I'm sorry, I keep looking over here. Let me show you the environment I'm in. So, I'm in the driver's side, and that's my passenger side. So I have to look quite a ways to the right in order to see any movement. So, over here, however, it's literally right next to my head where there's movement. So, between that and I usually put my lighter and my rolling papers right there. Let's get back to Tim Beeson. Dude, just leave me alone, right? Like, hey, I left Virginia, okay? I drove 1,700 miles away from Virginia. 1,700 miles to get away from Natalie and her family. I drove the 1,700 miles to Virginia because she was going to blow her fucking head off. She was going to fucking hang herself or cut herself to ribbons or drive her car into a fucking telephone pole. That's the way she tried. She drove her car into a telephone pole. She busted her leg and she was on a friggin' thing to help keep her leg together. She had to get titanium and a bunch of friggin' bolts and stuff put in. That's how badly she fucked her leg up. She sent me those pictures. Why would you be friends with a stalker? Why would you be friends with somebody if they were stalking you? Why would you invite somebody to Virginia, then call them a stalker? Why would you pressure somebody into going to Virginia and then call them a stalker? Why would you call up your friends and his friends to have them stalk him too and make his life a living hell by spreading rumors? Oh yeah, you don't think about that. You don't think about that. How do you end up with child molesters like Tim Beeson threatening to kill you and your family? Well, funny fucking story. While I was in Virginia, Tim Beeson was the guy that she had broken up with. She was fucking done with. What he did with her dog was fucking horrible. Then he says, oh, I was going to bring her dog to her. Are you sure? Are you sure? That's right. Tim Beeson was the boyfriend that Natalie got rid of. She was not dating him anymore. And he was threatening to blow his head off. How many screenshots do I got of that? When Tim Beeson was talking about killing me and my friends and family, I was like, fuck this. If you're gonna fucking do it, then fucking do it. I mean, hell, the phone calls that I was receiving all the way back in fucking the beginning of January. Getting fucking phone call after... And those are the only people that fucking called me. Them or fucking bill collectors. Nobody gives a shit about me. They never gave a shit about me. When people take advantage of me, you tell me it's my fault. Not cool. after gang stalking me for that long, after me going into therapy, I was in therapy by this point. I was seeing Nicole Peralta. I was going to see Tamara too, until she fucking quit. And I had to try to wait for another advocate to show up and actually do their jobs. Meanwhile, I'm getting these fucking harassing phone calls. I can't do anything. No matter what, going to the cops doesn't work. Oh, you just need to man up. I got real police work to do. I heard of my friends are like, oh, dude, just ignore it. Just block their number. It's over and over. It's incessant. And it's different, all right? When you've got friends or family that care about you and get a hold of you to make sure that you're okay, if they actually care if you're okay and you tell them, hey, no, things are really fucked up. I got people fucking harassing me and threatening to kill me and all sorts of shit. If Tim Beeson had killed me, he'd be in prison for premeditated fucking murder. So what does that mean? He'd either get the death penalty or he'd be in fucking prison for the rest of his life. Well, 48 years if you're Joseph Michael Lopez. Tim Beeson probably would have been able to plea it down because he's not brown. He probably would have gotten, I don't know, 26 to life, I believe. I'm going to have to relook that up for Colorado. But I was in Nebraska. I don't know what it would have been in Nebraska. I was in Nebraska when he was fucking getting a hold of me, threatening to fucking kill me. Do you not understand that? Like Natalie Bollinger, right? Natalie Bollinger. Pretty poor Natalie Bollinger. Oh, she's so pretty. She could never do anything wrong. Only ugly people do evil shit in the movies. That must be how real life is. Really? This right here is from a post. Yeah, Tim Beeson would not be alive today if he had fucking showed up and killed me. This is from, hold on, May. Sorry, I get the 2 M months mixed up sometimes. And if you guys are rushing me and I get it wrong and then you call me a liar, if you don't rush me, it doesn't end up that way. But everything is rushed for me because I got to run around exhausting all of my resources because people expect me to do a bunch of shit that's fucking expensive in exchange for their help. Then when I'm out of money, they're like, sorry, I can't help. It's not that the evidence doesn't fucking exist. It's that you won't fucking look. I told who my fucking predators were. Her predators too. When she types that she had to block me multiple times, no, she fucking didn't. She never had to fucking block me. She never had to go spreading rumors that would result in assaults and threats against my life and my family's life. If she'd have fucking been honest right from the fucking start, none of that shit would have. She was fucking embarrassed. And her sister was fucking embarrassed. I don't get embarrassed. You threaten my friends and my fucking family, goddammit. You fucking ain't right. I'm gonna do everything in my goddamn power to protect them from assholes like that. But you guys, every one of you fucking web sleuths, every goddamn one of you pieces of shit, you wanna fucking argue with me like assholes. You goddamn right. I wanted him to fucking kill me. He'd been threatening to do it for over a fucking year by the time Natalie got a brain fucking aneurysm from lead to the head. Why was Tim Beeson back in her fucking life? Because he had fucking heroin, you stupid shits. You say, poor them, poor them, poor them. No, they just needed to leave me the fuck alone. You pieces of shit victimized me for speaking up. That's what you do. This vigilante horse shit needed to fucking stop. It needed to stop in Virginia. But no. While one of the cops was taking me to the hospital because I was fucking dehydrated, the other cops broke my fucking car. Even worse than it already was. Meanwhile, the issues with that car were pre-existing. David and Laura Nelson both knew that those issues with the car were pre-existing. I even took all of the blame for the issues in fucking Virginia. All of it. I typed up on my fucking Facebook, hey, it's all my fault. I got to be the bad guy. It's been a long time since I got to be the bad guy. That's because I understood how it was going to be viewed. But it didn't matter, did it? The words of a couple of junkies who were fucking embarrassed was good enough, wasn't it? While they claimed I was arrested, the evidence shows I was never arrested. I was taken to the fucking hospital. I was taken to the Chesapeake Hospital, not the jail. I wasn't charged with jack shit. They let me out. They promised me they weren't going to tow my car. They said it'd be all right and it'd be safe. It wasn't. I didn't have the money to get it out. All of my stuff was in that car. I couldn't even charge my phone. If it wasn't for one of the employees at Food Lion there in Chesapeake, Virginia, right across the street from the Chesapeake Hospital, I wouldn't have been able to charge my phone. He bought me a phone charger. By the way, he was black. Not that that matters. All them white people that wanted to fucking treat me like shit, fucking look down on me, stare at me like I fucking did something to their dog or something. But that black guy, he wasn't one of the managers or nothing like that. Nah, man. He was just your garden variety average employee. And he fucking served me that kindness, thank goodness. Made it so that I could use my phone to get a hold of Brandon Ratner and Brenda Dickinson and Alex Furman. But you guys didn't want to hear that. And they never tried speaking up about it. Ever. They just wanted to hide like rats. Tim Beeson wasn't the only person doing that shit. They made fake Riley Johnson accounts. There's even a fake Sean Schwartz account that they apparently used to go pick on people. Pretend to be me, but it wasn't my picture on it. I was like, you know, and Miss Jerry let me know about that after Natalie was killed. And she let me know about that account. I looked at it and I was like, you know, I might have tried to make an account and really fucked it up, but I wouldn't have sent a fucking friend request with it. I wouldn't have tried to get a hold of Miss Jerry with it. I certainly wouldn't have, because we weren't friends at that point. But you guys don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that Tim Beeson fucking terrorized her while I was in Virginia. not me. You don't stop to read the messages between Natalie and I, do you? You don't insist on going out with somebody on their birthday. I don't mean going out as in a date. I mean, she was insistent that she spend the time with me on my birthday. But you guys don't care about that. You don't stop to pay attention to the fact that all of that shit that happened in Virginia, all that bullshit that made us not friends, happened after my birthday, over my phone, which was a fucking birthday present, my car, which was fucking old as shit and was gonna have problems no matter what, and fucking bad goddamn assumptions. Me and Natalie never got to have our talk. See, here's the thing. When your friend is suicidal, you need to fucking listen. And I kept blowing her off too. Because every time she's like, Sean, I want to have a one-on-one conversation with you, but my sister always wants to go, and we can't exactly do it at my house because my mom won't understand, and fuck. And this Tim Beeson guy getting a hold of her saying he's gonna blow his fucking head off. Because she wouldn't touch his nuts. He just wouldn't leave her the fuck alone, and we didn't get to have any of our time together because of that. All of the time that would have been for her and I, although it would have been at Starbucks, it would have been her and I time, not her and I and her sister. She came and saw me twice at Starbucks. Just Natalie and I. Well, it wasn't just Natalie and I. It was just Natalie and I sitting at the table together. But one of those times she was there with her Narcotics Anonymous group. And she had about 25 minutes before they left. And another time, her mom came with her. There's a picture of Natalie that I drew. Natalie asked me to. I didn't give it to Natalie, though. I mean, I did. I handed it to her, and I told her it was a present to her mom for bringing her into this world. A thank you. That's the one from a graduation picture. Her mom had that picture. Whether or not she threw it away when Natalie died, I don't know. You guys have no idea how much I love Natalie. You have no idea how much I love Natalie. You have no idea how much I love Alicia Bollinger, or how much I love my little sister, Tara Hicks. You have no idea how much I love my nieces. You have no idea how much I love these people. You have no idea. You have no idea how much I love Stephen McMillian, he's dead too. You have no idea how much I love Rayanne Ingersoll, and she's dead too. You have no idea how much I love Janine Barrett, and she's dead too. You have no idea. Some of those people, thank goodness, are still alive. And still being heartless, trying to pretend like they did nothing wrong. Like them gang stalking me for over a year before Natalie was dead. Why was I posting up in public about it on May 23rd? With his picture on it. May 23rd of 2017. Fucking hell. If Tim had kept his word, he'd be either serving life in prison or he'd be dead. He wouldn't have gotten away with, well, he might have. Nobody in Chapel, Nebraska ever gave a fuck about me. They just pretended to. To this day, I love all them pieces of shit that stabbed me in the back because I don't have the ability to not love them. That doesn't mean that they can't hurt me. It means that they can. And they often do. I tried to get help. I kept on getting hurt for it. It was while trying to get help, stopping Tim Beeson, that I ended up getting assaulted by Derek Parrish.